The whole world can change just in a second. My life changed a lot.
Now, let me update you on the coronavirus. The US remains the epicenter of this pandemic. It now has close to 3 million cases. It's claimed to possibly be caused by just
Five appear to be community spread. One of those people is in a hospital in the Rockaways.
There was a feeling at times of hopelessness, and I think it was beyond just the hospital, but all over. Because in just one state, New York, we had 40% of the deaths in the entire US. There was a lot of fear. There was a lot of fear.
First of all, I can speak for most people. We didn't know what COVID-19 was. But they're saying, okay, something's going on. We have to have a meeting. It's confirmed that St. John was the official first one in Queens to receive a patient with a COVID-19. Back to the first case, it was a gentleman. He said he had high fevers. But the gentleman, he wanted to leave, he wanted to go home. He didn't want to stay. And that's how the whole thing started.
I thought originally it was just going to be, I'm going into the room and I'm going to speak with the patient, and that's how it's going to be. That was the norm. But this pandemic brought a new dimension. One of the units that I was assigned to was the CCU. And so there's a screen glass. So what I would do is I would stand up outside of the window and I would pray for the patients. And every now and then they'd look at me, we'd make eye contact, and sometimes they'd give me a thumbs up, or they'd clasp their hands as say, please, continue praying for me. Family members weren't allowed inside of the hospital. We had a lot of patients who couldn't communicate with us. And so we had staff that were overwhelmed.
We were asked at several times maybe to be 24 hours on call, just to make sure that we have that equipment, that vital equipment for the staff and for also the patients that come in.
PPE supplies, face masks and gowns, gloves, sanitation supplies, all of that nature. The media did portray that it was, we were running out of a lot of things, but we were luckily able to procure a lot of those via the state. We kept them fully stocked.
It's hard and it's scary, but meanwhile you're stressing, you can't really show that face.
It wasn't a really good balance sometimes. Sometimes I break down a lot. I break down, but I cannot make the patient see me break down. I have to keep going. I have to keep pushing myself and say, it's gonna be okay. Tomorrow's gonna be a better day.
One time I was having anxiety. I want to say attack by anxiety. Oh my God, when is this going to stop? I'm tired of this. Because you keep hearing another one passed away. And when I used to walk into the basement, what have you, I see the bodies laying there. With the black bags, I believe they were. We had to order a big construction trailer to put the bodies in, engineer modifying to put freezers in there because you have to keep them all cool. I think we had a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 miniature ones and 2 giant trailers. They got it full to capacity. We had to get the National Guards to come in and drive in and take the bodies out. And then obviously we kept them in case more body comes in. It feels like almost a war zone out there with taking all the bodies going back. It was so many bodies going on there. That was pretty much, we did the best we could to tag them and get them outside as quickly as possible, put them in the freezer.
Seeing a patient that I just spoke with today, and before the day ends, they code. I spoke with the patient. It wasn't like the patient was unable to speak. I was able to speak with them. But somehow, at the end of the day, they code. And that's it. And it's like, that was my last conversation with the patient. And having that happen multiple times, it was heartbreaking.
It's just hard to see people losing their life. I explained to my kids, they used to meet me at the door with a bag. It was like, "Mommy, take your clothes off, put in the bag." Like I said, anytime I come through the door, you stay aside, put the bag at the door. I'll put the clothes in it. I just jump in the shower. I try to explain as much as I can. Like, it's gonna be okay. One day, mommy gonna hug you again. So I try to get that out. I'm doing all of this while I'm pregnant. Seeing sometime is only like the doctors and the nurses getting, recognized, like saying that they're the frontline workers. Sometimes it really hurts. And we need people to see that we are there also in the front line. I just hope everyone just listen, because this is not a joke. This is not a joke. Working in it every day, seeing people lose their life is not a joke.
I don't know how many people are torn between faith and doubt, between hurt and healing. I don't know the depth of pain that many individuals are experiencing, but I know that you are able to bring healing. And I pray that at the end of all of this, that we would be stronger families, stronger communities, and a stronger nation. Matthew West, he has a song that in the song he said that he raised his fist towards heaven and asked God, "Why don't you do something?" And God said, "I created you."